Has Micah Parsons already established himself as the best defensive player in the NFL? It's a pretty close call if he's not number one. Let's talk about it after the bumper. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. Here with the Black Boss channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, Micah Parsons, Dallas Cowboys, linebacker, defensive end, just defensive weapon. You know, we talk about offensive weapons all the time. Micah Parsons is a defensive weapon for the Dallas Cowboys, and the young man is special. So special that he should be considered, if not the best defensive player, one of the top three, and he's not three as far as defensive players in the entire NFL. Since last year, the man's only in the second year, but since last year, the man has played 18 career games in his career. He has 17 sacks. That's the fastest player to get to 17 sacks in the history of the NFL. The young man is on pace to be a Von Miller, a Lawrence Taylor type, Aaron Donald type. Let me show you this tweet. Talking about Micah, then we're gonna talk about some of his stuff. Just as far as what he is doing this season, I think he's even more dominant because they're playing him at an edge rusher even more than they did last year when he had 12 sacks. And this year, because he's playing more edge rusher, you're gonna see that sack number climb higher and higher and higher because he's virtually unblockable. So Micah Parsons this season's sacks 4, he ranks number 1. Quarterback hits 7, he ranks number 1. Tackles for loss 4, he ranks number 1. Pressures 13, he ranks number 1. Yeah, defensive player of the year coming. Parsons is coming for that defensive player of the year. The man plays with the relentlessness that is unlike anyone else in the NFL. And now that TJ Watt is going to miss significant time, he's on the IR. Aaron Donald, I imagine he's still playing well, but you imagine him to slow down somewhat, right? Micah Fitzpatrick is starting off on a great season, but we're talking about just defensive players who are just out. Darius Slay is off to an impressive start, but no one has been a game record like Micah Parsons. With Dak Prescott now injured and going to miss a significant amount of time, 6 to 8 weeks, Dallas is going to lean heavily on their defense. And that means they're going to lean heavily on Micah Parsons. And in the game against Cincinnati, the team that just went to the Super Bowl last year, the team that spent $100 million in the offensive line, the team that was supposed to have major upgrades on that O-line, they couldn't block him. He ruined the entire game plan for Cincinnati. And then in the game against Tampa Bay, with Dak Prescott getting injured, with Leonard Fournette chipping, and several chips that Micah didn't even like, they still couldn't block him. In 2 games, he had 2 sacks in each game. And in the Cincinnati game, he was he was really Joe Burrow getting the ball out of his hands away from getting 2 more sacks, just barely getting the ball away. He's unblockable. His speed, his strength, his combination of size, speed, and strength is unreal. He literally reminds me of a young Von Miller. And I think with his ability to play sideline to sideline as an actual linebacker, it actually gives him the edge up. Because he's only a pass rusher mainly on passing downs. He's just rushing the passer, doing whatever he wants, whether it's Jonah. He got a sack on both the right and the left tackle. People were giving Leo Collins a lot of flack for, the game wreckage that Micah was doing, but that's just because Micah's just that type of player. But Micah had a sack on Lael. He also had a sack on Jonah Williams, the left tackle for Cincinnati. He had he had a couple of sacks on the left tackles for Tampa Bay. And the man he likes to play linebacker in the middle of the field, sideline to sideline. You see him running down running backs. You see him playing coverage. You see him doing everything. I think his versatility for that Dallas defense is why I think he's the best player. Because with Aaron Donald, you know what you're getting. And not to say you can stop it. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't stop it. But you know what you're going to get. He's going to line up at the 3 technique, sometimes at the 5 technique, and just destroy you up the middle, destroy you on the edge if he needs to. Same with TJ Watt. He's going to mainly line up at that outside linebacker position. You can't block him, but he's going to destroy you from that one position. Micah's versatile. He'll drop back in coverage. He'll line up on the inside. He'll stunt to the inside. He'll just embarrass your tackles on the outside, whether it's with speed rush, spin moves, just quick off the edge, rip moves. The man is highly, highly impressive, and he's only in year 2. Now, during the top 100 NFL players, they ranked Micah at 16. Well, I can tell you this. Early odds is that Micah won't be at 16 next year. Early odds, you can see Micah in that top 5 next year. Early odds say Micah is the prohibitive. We're only through 2 games now. We got a lot more football to play. But the odds are pointing in this young man's favor. The odds are saying that he is just destroying the league. And until they find something, and with great players, you never figure it out. J.J. Watt, they never figured it out. He just got hurt and he was done. T.J. Watt, they haven't figured it out. Aaron Donald, they never figured it out. Lawrence Taylor never figured it out. Von Miller never figured it out. It's just injury and attrition and age kind of got to some of them. But Micah has at least a decade left of dominance, and a dominance maybe we've never seen before as far as the versatility and the dominance as a pass rusher. The man is special. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave your thoughts on Micah Parsons in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYjr with the Black Boss Channel and Victor Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe to the Black Boss Channel. Hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.